looks like we do have the Marauders. Only 4 of them at this point? I thought there were 8. Oh my gosh, well here's the other few. Going to be coming onto land. Alrighty, hello everyone and welcome to Beyond All Reasons. So today we have an 8v8 on Supreme Strait. One of my favorite maps, I think one of the community's favorite maps. If we want to go to our aerial view here, you can see how it's kind of laid out here. You have 8 people up here in the northeast corner, and in the southwest corner you have the other team. These completely independent oceans or seas over here that have to be contested individually, and of course the titular Supreme Strait in the middle here. For this map, I'm not sure for the other RTSs that use this sort of map, but for this map, the mexes here are worth a little bit more on this sand than they are on the land, almost double the metal from those. If you can hold them, which, yeah, it's definitely a problem with this map. Trying to hold anything in the center always leads to death and destruction, so we'll see how that plays out today. This is a viewer submitted game, so if you would like to submit your own games as you think are super neat, I would encourage you to email them to me or send them to me over Discord. And if you want to add some extra information about it, I will be more likely to choose it in the future. But yeah, that's about it. So we can get started here. In terms of team balance, they seem relatively even. 10 to 32 true score on this southern team, and 10 to 30 true score on the top team. However, there's also a 29 true score player. I don't know. The scores are kind of irrelevant sometimes. Sometimes you can learn things from them, other times you can't. But I do like seeing Reclaim from Spoderfriend already. He does have this Grey Robber going around, getting some energy from all these palm trees. And the good thing about Supreme Strait is there's actually Reclaim that's metal. So ferns and stones are abundant, especially in the middle of the map. So if you can get to this early, that's going to be super helpful. Although it does look like Squirtle Squad is already setting up here with some ticks. Then we have a rover going around for Names the Crane with an absolutely absurd pathing pattern. We'll hope our little buddy makes it through there. So we have Bruticus here taking this southeast sea with the shipyard, and we have Ali here taking the northeast sea with another shipyard. Both Armada players. And then Silver Soul here playing Cortex with the shipyard as well. This is contested. The shipyards came out around the same time. They're probably going to produce around the same units. This starting bot lab here is pretty odd. So a little bit of resources went there, but nothing huge. They should be able to contest well. This sea is a different story. With Bushmod here, with a hovercraft platform, and then Davos Grant with a hovercraft platform as well. The problem with these platforms is they're not great. So hovercrafts just aren't great in general. They can contest the sea, and they're going to have to. But there's nothing really. They don't have a lot of attack power, right? So this is going to be a problem for them in the future. We do have Squirtle Squad, Don Von Bon as well in the center here. Don Von Bon actually moving forward pretty quickly. Oh, and the D-gun. Yikes. Okay. So the double commander death from Don Von Bon in Squirtle Squad. Only Don's commander is left because of that simultaneous explosion. Or I guess it wasn't simultaneous, that's why another body was not left. However, Spoderfriend might be able to get this reclaim here from this commander, 2,000 metal, because he already has reclaim bots out, which is more than everyone else can say, as far as I'm aware. It does look like there's a Lazarus over here from Squirtle, so it's really about who wins this battle. See who gets the reclaim. We also have Evil Pegasus building a shipyard here, and they are going Armada. So this sea might just be lost for the southern team. This sea is definitely lost for now. Hovercraft can come back. Right now, the only thing that's on the ocean are some dolphins. Little corvettes shouldn't be too big of an issue. And we're seeing construction hovercrafts being produced. No units out yet, or no fighting units. Same thing for Bushmod, I think. Yeah, nothing that's going to be able to contest the sea for now. We'll see where that goes. He's actually building on this little pond back here, which definitely isn't a bad idea. Hopefully the pond isn't going to be contested anytime soon. Spoderfriend pushing up. He has grunts, some rocket bots, res bots, and the like. Taking out laser towers. Names the crane moving back. And some aces coming out from Squirtle. But yeah, there are too many grunts for now. Fast assault tank going to be laying down the pain. Grunts probably, yeah, going to get a mechs, which is definitely useful. They've held their own, taking out units, taking out a mechs, pushed people back. But yeah, they can't push any farther than that if they want to live, which maybe they don't. Radar tower going down to some rockets, and this is being pinged. Yes, he's not having a great time. I was wondering if salmon was like his name, but I realize it's the color now. There's some other spectators with us in the replay, not actively, of course, but providing their own commentary. They're taking my job away. What are they doing? Spoder friend with a staunch defense here in the center. Double laser tower. Looks like he's a bit stalled on energy, and by a bit I mean, you know, by a lot. But he'll make it out. I didn't go over the wind speed. Low of 1, high of 19. All we should be seeing are wind turbines and batteries. Although it does look like solar collectors are out for some people. But yeah, wind turbines are the name of the game, or they should be. We do have Centurions out for BK RAL 3. And yeah, this northern team is being pushed back on the strait, but losing the sea is not great either. And this one isn't lost yet. Having this eventual 2v1 being set up definitely isn't great for Silver Soul, but if you're a good player, you can definitely take that. We'll just have to see how experienced Silver Soul is at this Navy game. They seem to be doing relatively well so far, so I'm proud of them. Hovercraft don't have much to say for themselves. It looks like It's Juicy is also going, yeah, with the hovercraft platform. So there's 3 players with hovercraft. We do have this tier 2 bot lab for General Walkway going down, which is good. Looks like he's the eco player in the back. Hopefully going air sometime soon would be probably pretty useful for them. Spoder friend continuing to do well in the center with the help of his friend SPJ57. And this destroyer is parked on the beach here, just trying to take out this oddly placed metal storage. See if he's able to do that. Yeah, it is. There are 3 hovercraft platforms here, so they should be able to take the sea if they start massing up stuff quick. Because once the shipyard goes to tier 2, it's basically over, except for Air Force, which I've already said. But Spoder moving forward, quite a lot of rocket bots, not any grunts. So if some faster units want to move forward, get some hits on these rocket bots. But looks like actually these bots are countering everything here, except for these fast assault tanks that are moving forward with the support of their medium friends. Because those Centurions and Maces are a little bit slower, not the perfect unit to go against these rockets. You'd ideally want like pawns and grunts and the like. Yeah, these guys have no hope of dodging a rocket. They will just tank all of that damage for free. They'll also be kited really easily as they are quite slow. They don't quite have the range there. Looks like we do have Air Force already out for Bushmod. So he's kind of done with the hovercraft stuff. Yeah, seaplane platform being created here. Or seaplane platform is created. They're building some gunships. Not the greatest unit. Hey, it's still an Air Force. And we do have this light green player in the back here going Air Force as well with some Falcon fighters and the like. Looks like they are tier 2. Or they're gifted tier 2. Their aircraft platform is not of that nature, but yeah, we'll see where they're going. Hovercraft platform still landlocked. Looks like it would just be Davos Grant contesting the sea at this point. I'm assuming It's Juicy is going to just be ecoing back here. He doesn't even have his hovercraft platform anymore, so that's probably going to tell you all you need to know. And Bushmad does not have his either. Oh yeah, looks like It's Juicy is going seaplanes as well. Pretty interesting. But yeah, I mean, with 2 seaplane platforms, this is really, really good, well contested. Unless lots of anti-aircraft ships start coming out, which doesn't look like it's going to be the case here. Advanced shipyard is almost built. Not a ton of turrets here, or a ton of resources actually. Looks like Mr. Ali is low on metal. So that platform's going to take a little bit longer to get set up there. What is everyone's drink today? I got mint tea this morning. Feeling good. Silver Soul chilling in the water. Bruticus moving back to the land. Looks like he's just building up some corvettes. No ambitions of tier 2 quite yet. He only has 1 mech on the land, which definitely is not ideal. Although he did get the ones on this island, and now Silver Soul is going to be going out, try to contest that. There are a couple laser towers here, so he better have his D-gun ready, otherwise it's going to be an unfortunate fate for him. Evil Pegasus not really producing much in the way of units here either. So he does have a submarine down there. Still with that tier 1 shipyard though. And the middle is solidly in Spodo-Friend's hands. I was given this replay with the expectation of a comeback, but it looks actually like a pretty even game so far. This sea is completely even for now. This sea is lost basically. For now though, because there are seaplanes moving out. And the middle seems to be contested here, so seems relatively even in my eyes. But we'll see where it goes. I love that there are mexes on the mainland that have not been gotten yet. 5 mexes there. I think all these mexes have been gotten, which is good. I think Bruticus has been too focused on the sea. Forgot to grab some mexes on the land there. You know, what's going on back here? Got a mobile anti-nuke. Yeah, looks like this guy is going tier 2 economy. And will eventually be contributing to the front line. So we're kind of in a little bit of a lull before the big boom, for everyone's economies start rolling. And we have some interesting games. Or battles, I guess. I don't know. Advanced bot lab from Spodo-Friend. So he's doing well there. Don Von Bon, still tier 1. Still building up that economy with advanced solar collectors, which probably explains why he's behind. Not that I dislike advanced solar collectors, but the wind speed's really, really good. And wind turbines are probably all you're going to need. However, I can see him being afraid of a stray shot tanking his whole energy economy. Or even, you know, some boats like riding up here on the mainland. Definitely is not ideal. Especially because there's no like coastal defenses or anything. Looks like there's some anti-air plan, but no like torpedoes or the like, which is kind of what you want when you're losing the sea. We do have these seaplane gunships moving out, the Sabres, and also some Cyclones, although I think Cyclones are just scout units, or maybe they're air-to-air. No, they have DPS. They might just be air-to-air. I don't know what a swarmer is. Looks like, dude, my camera is having a horrible time. I just saw a commander go down. Looks like it was down over... That's an old explosion. I'm so sorry, everybody. My camera glitched out a very unfortunate spot. We know Silver Soul going down over here to Bruticus. I guess those laser towers did him in or something. And names of Crane. Oh, looks like, okay, so we do have another explosion down here. 2 commanders going down yet again. But we will see actually this southern side having 1 more commander than this top side. That might come into play, it might not. This reclaim over here is definitely not bad for Bruticus, especially because he seemed a little bit low on metal. Still doesn't have these mexes over here, so that's definitely helpful for him to get that whopping 2,000 metal. That was Grant going with the aircraft plant instead of the hovercraft, which is probably good, but it is a little bit unfortunate they started hovercraft instead of like bots. It's all right. He didn't know that the sea was going to be taken so soon. I mean, yeah, seaplane platform. Continuing to pump out some gunships, some swarmers, some torpedo gunships. Which are very, very nice to see. And I also wonder if we'll ever see like a tier 2 seaplane or a tier 2 amphibious lab. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? We do know that this Dragon Slayer is quite effective against air, which is, yeah, tends to be that way. They'll definitely want some torpedo bombers to be going out there. They're going to be quite effective against that. They're still going to go down, but they're going to be able to do damage to where they can get rid of those ships without, like, completely being destroyed, right? Submarines moving out here for Silver Soul, as well as some destroyers and assault frigates, missile corvette, the like. We don't have Evil Pegasus really contesting the water here, so Evil Souls kind of got their sea under wraps for now. You know, obviously air is going to be playing a part eventually, so the sea could always switch around, but He is avenging his dead commander quite admirably. Admiral, very good. Probably gonna be just taking out the shipyard with no contestation. And what is this? Are these just? Yeah, these are just fighters. So our boy in light green is not gonna be able to hit him on the sea there. We do have these twin guard laser towers taking out some maces that are, trying to attack. Also, tons of Dragon's Claw pop-up lightning turrets just having their way with everything. And Janus is moving into the lightning. Seems like they're actually doing quite well. Only a few going down there. By few, I mean like 5. Yeah, this middle spot is going to Spoder Friend and Company SPJ for now. And they do have a couple mexes here. Mechs there, tier 2 mechs there, the mechs here. So they're getting a little bit of additional metal, and it does show up. Yeah, in the eco values. I was having trouble with the words there. We're seeing geothermal up here. No Cerberus, unfortunately, which would actually be super cool on this platform. I'm not sure how accurate it is on boats on the water, but hey, still be pretty neat. Looks like Evil Pegasus is actually massing stuff on the land, so maybe the shipyard is actually just an eco play. Yeah, it does look like it's just an eco play. So we do have Silver Soul completely taking the ocean here. Torpedo bombers trying to go in, do some damage. Fighters swarming above as well. They're not going to do anything. I don't know where those... okay, very good. Torpedoes moving back. Submarines here for Evil Pegasus. Going to be trying to hold up a defense here. And they might just, yeah, take out Silver Soul for now. We are seeing some seaplane gunships swarming over the water, but fighters might just be taking these guys out, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know what the play here was. He might not have noticed all the fighters swarming above Silver Soul's ships, but yeah, these gunships are having a horrible time, and that was the last of them there. Middle still being lightly contested here. Some looks like almost all the light artillery for Evil Pegasus did go down there, unfortunately, and an agitator in the back for SPJ, which is super great at contesting a point, but also allowing you to push up a little bit farther just because of their range. So it does kind of soften up the enemy there. We are seeing some longbows, the missile cruisers, going to be firing some pot shots here on the center, which is actually, yeah, not great. Spoder Friend with the Persecutor as well. I don't know when this ping was made, talking about how they're going to fall, but they're doing quite well. If more boats start massing up here on the ocean, it's going to be a bad time, but they seem to be doing quite well for now. Lots of Januses over there. Looking around for a target to shoot with those nasty missiles that they have. Yeah, the sea is still completely blockaded. Cruisers over here holding down the fort. Not shooting at anything on the land. They could if they wanted to. Although anemones might just outclass them. I don't know. Lots of Banshee-like gunships from Davos Grant here. So while he is blockaded on the ocean front, he is going to be making some gunships, I guess, for the land. Which isn't a horrible strat, especially when they're this many. My problem with gunships is when people make like 4 or 5 when they're like starting out on air. And yeah, those guys never do anything. You really need to mass them, but 30 is a good number, man. So they're gonna be going ham on this poor tick, poor guy. But really, no. So this is actually a great spot for them to be shooting. Looks like they're actually moving to some laser towers over here. But getting these long-range weapons is great because you don't want this long-range advantage you have over here on the middle to be outranged, right? So prioritizing long-range targets, definitely not a bad idea. But also all this sweet eco over here. It does seem like there are fighters coming in, going to be doing too much damage. And yeah, that was the last of those gunships. Looks like no fighters are even being produced over by this side. There are a few here. These are fighters. Nope. Seaplane gunships. There are very few fighters here for the south side, which is definitely not good. So even if they have a bunch of gunships, they still don't have air superiority, right? Fiends moving in for Spoder Friend, a strat we've seen countless times. Fiends moving in very quickly to enemy bases, especially ones that are built right next to you. And yeah, we have Mr. Squirtle Squad here going to be feeling the hurt as Spoderfriend is just invading his base like nobody's business. Yeah, and that is the last of Squirtle Squad, basically. He does still have his tier 2 lab up here. Laser attack here, trying to do its best. But yeah, there's really not much in the way of defense here for Mr. Squirtle. And it looks like he actually has left the game even, which, you know, is fair. When you lose your whole base, yeah, there's not much you're going to be able to do there. Advanced construction sub, just chilling here. Very good. Looks like even more fiends are swarming over bases here. Evil Pegasus feeling the hurt on the land. Wind turbines going down. Fiends actually stopping the micro. No. DK Rel 3 with the advanced vehicle plant. Gonna be trying to make some starlights here, which they've just been producing recently for the front line. But the front line's definitely fallen. And yeah, they're in a bad way for sure. We even have some ticks moving out here from Spoderfriend, the best unit, the most OP, of course. Actually, quite good. Quite a good unit, ticks are. But none of that can be doing a ton of damage there. We even have some sumo cans moving forward here. Not sure if they're ever going to make it there. They're getting paralyzed. I don't know what from what. If they're like shurikens out. Detonation over here. Not sure what those are from. But yeah, BK Rel. Yeah, he's not having a good time, that's for sure. His lab is still up. He does have fusion reactors up, but he's definitely lost a lot in that engagement. And Evil Pegasus has as well. And now we're even seeing Names of Crane being attacked here, very slightly. There's not much left in the way of Spoderfriend's army. He's relentlessly producing cans and fiends, though, it looks like. So, he does have that going for him. Yeah, there we go. Fiends and cans, fiends and cans. A never-ending wave of almost complete destruction, but not quite, not quite. They are still holding out. BK Rel 3 definitely not holding out as well. Looks like his base is actually falling, probably because those fusion reactors blowing up is. It's never a good time when those start, you know, exploding. And Names of Crane correctly identifying their strengths right here, which is actually true. Their sea power is very, very good. And unfortunately, it looks like Ali wasn't able to get ships out over here on the main bank and start targeting this like central emplacement, which is providing them with a lot of eco and also a great forward base. So yeah, Names of Crane going down there. We're even seeing basilicas being formed up here, and I'm really interested to see what this comeback is going to look like. I have no clue. Right now, it's just Squeezer, who hasn't contributed at all. I mean, that's not true. With eco and stuff, I'm sure. But, like, to the front line with units, we haven't really seen them being fighting here. We are seeing Roughnecks coming out, which are... Yeah, this is my problem with gunships, man. How long it takes for things to die there. They're great against Juggernauts, and that's about where I'd stop using them. But, hey, each to their own. More Roughnecks coming out there. And those are tier 2, I forgot to mention there. Yeah, a couple of advanced aircraft plants there in the back. We obviously have the sea players here. Bruticus looks like he's not having a good time. We are seeing a land invasion from some pincers, some light amphibious tanks, taking out Davos Grant's base here. I don't know, I was struggling so bad with that. Yeah, we actually have turtles and pincers moving forward, which is great to see. Wake up. Oh, that's mean. That's not very nice. Try to be nice when we play Beyond No Reason. Although sometimes it is difficult. And yeah, Davos Grant completely losing this front here. Even a commander going down there, it seems. Yeah, he might have actually been AFK. This man did not move at all. That's rough. Looks like that attack was stalled there. So a teammate going down there for this bottom team, but 2 went down over here. So it's still not looking great for this northern side. It seems like they are able to stop this attack from Spoderfriend. Although we are seeing mana cores coming out, and yeah, anti-air is much more cost effective than air power is. So it's even looking better for the southern team because two of these players up here are going heavy aircraft, heavy gunships, which are even more susceptible to anti-aircraft attacks because they have to actually stay in the battle to be doing damage. Whereas like bombers can get in and out, and they're gonna be fine against like some tier 1 crappy anti-air. No, but not so with gunships. Yeah, Basilica trying to find some targets over here. I think there are 2 back here, correct? Oh, 3. And yeah, it looks like there are 3. Taking out some mantas there. I like the name Manta better than anemone, which always a struggle pronouncing that. Scout submarines out here. Yeah, the sea is completely lost, unfortunately. It looks like Silver Soul is having to cope with that, building a fusion reactor there. Good, because he seems to be a little bit low on energy. After that, he should be able to get his economy up and running. Yeah, a little bit weak right now for sure. And Spoderfriend's really been carrying this game. He's been doing fantastic. Gonna be moving lots of grunts out here, as well as some fiends and some cans. So just quite a large assault. And of course some manticores mixed in there, as there are just gunships floating about. Gunships and fighters. Stuff that you might as well take out. And I don't know. They love the wall. I don't know what this pathing is, if it's intentional or not. There we go. And now they're moving out. We are seeing gantry units, so Squeezer making some Razorbacks out here. I think he's the only one with a gantry so far. Yeah, I don't believe there's a gantry from anybody else, so Squeezer with the tier 3 gantry right over here. And we'll probably see a gantry soon from our man in the light green here. Yeah, Razorback going to be getting tons of kills. Most of them against pretty crappy units, but hey, kill's a kill, man. And they need that experience for sure. You guys have tons of light tanks here from Evil Pegasus. He's trying to produce what he can, as well as some Jaguars. So we are seeing tier 2 units in there as well. But yeah, they don't really seem to want to go in. But Jaguars are very, very good against like mass clumped armies like this. So I think that's a great play. And Epoch, the flagship coming out for LE here. Actually going to be fantastic, especially if he gets around here, starts laying into all these central defenses. It looks like we are actually seeing plasma deflectors coming up, unfortunately for the North team, which is definitely going to be deflecting these flagship shots. And then a BK Route 3. Wondering if he can have the advanced vehicle plant. Gonna try to get his economy up and running again, I guess. Which, hey, could be worse. Razorbacks moving back, but they put up quite a solid defense. And as Spoderfriend's attack has stalled, huge, very, very nice. Huge airplane play here. We are seeing tons of blizzards. The strat bombers coming in for our man in light green. Going to be absolutely bombing the crap out of that tier 1 pod lab. Oh no. Poor guy, Silver Soul. No bombers dropping yet. I mean, they are pretty low. So a few more anti-aircraft attacks and they're going to be gone. But, ooh, huge, huge attack on fusion reactors there. Going to be eliminating the rest of the bomber squad as they all crash to the ground. Spoderfriend calling for bombers or fighters against those bombers. But yeah, great bombing run. Definitely taking out a back rank player like General Walkway is a huge win. Yeah, looks like not enough anti-air was built there, unfortunately. So yeah, good bombing run. I'd still say these guys are in a bit of a pickle right now, but hey, I mean, they're doing pretty well with what they have, for sure. More meanness going on over here. I don't know. Sometimes people treat it like a ranked game. It's not. It's just for fun. It looks like we do have General Walkway leaving the game there, unfortunately. We're going to be transferring over his stuff to Spoderfriend, which definitely isn't a bad idea. Having this back rank economy for a frontline player like this is going to be lending his army a lot more power. It looks like he doesn't have his tier 2 factory anymore. It doesn't look like there's any explosions. I don't know if he just reclaimed it or what. Interesting play, I guess. We're going to just be spamming tier 1, it seems. Tons and tons of ticks. Also, Mammoth's coming out there. Okay, the advanced battle is right here. Okay, I thought I was going crazy, and I definitely am, but he does have that tier 2 force as well. Yeah, Junos would be nice here to take out all those ticks, but not sure if the topside team is aware of the situation they're in. The Navy moving out for early, going to be removing the remnants of what Bushman built in the early stages of the game, which, yeah, it's not a bad idea. I mean, there is some metal on the map here for him. I believe these are, yeah, 2.3 mexes. So nothing crazy, and actually looks like this mex might survive. Maybe. Maybe not. And some great gauntlet placements up here on the high ground. We're going to be firing down on these ships, doing some damage. Might even take out a dreadnought. Might even do it. Nah, it doesn't look like it. But yeah, this flagship needs to be taking out this stuff here, because the army isn't within the plasma deflector shield, so you'll be taking out stuff like bulwarks, pulsars, and the like. We still got these Razorbacks out here, but no other huge additions to the army or anything like that. So we'll see. We'll see if they're able to hold out. They're doing quite well for the situation they're in, so far at least. And we are seeing the Navy going to be trying to hit all the emplacements over here. Again, plasma deflectors up, so their targets are very limited. But hey, taking out a tier 2 mechs here and there, a lot worse things than that could be happening, right? And yeah, flagship unfortunately just shooting the shields, which are going to hold up against just one flagship. Especially 3 of them. But I'm not sure if he's aware that their shields are. There we go, changing targets to some unprotected stuff, so definitely not a bad idea. I think Razorbacks were thinking about poking out there, but yeah, there are a ton of Fiends here, and also Sheldons and Mammoths, and so many ticks as well. Bulls. So much horribleness for this army up here. They're just going to be having a really rough time. But yeah, this flagship finding great spots to shoot at. But I don't know why it's leaving. Oh, because it's damaged. Makes sense. Looks like Pulsar is getting quite a few good shots at it. Almost taking it out, actually. But it does change targets right there. I think it might have actually just been out of range. But yeah, down 2%. Makes sense why he did pull that out. I guess Pulsars have a bigger range than I thought they did. Yeah, well, I can see why the ships weren't pulling aside over here. Definitely going to be wanting to try to take these guys out, but there are plasma deflectors, so you'd have to get inside of that shield. It's tricky to say the least. They're protected. They know what's up. Oh no. The flagship is going to end up going down to a Basilica shot there. Or maybe it was from the Basilisk. Dang. That's really rough. But what's more rough is the situation on the ground here. Tons of Fiends coming in, but Razorbacks are great against these squishy types of units. And even Roughneck gunships coming in to lend a hand. And yeah, those Fiends completely broke against the rock. These defenses here are quite adequate. But now the Razorbacks are moving in to like Mammoth range and Bull range and Sheldon range, which is not where they want to be at all. And they're going to be suffering heavy casualties there because of that. But now Titans are moving in. The old guard is being replaced by the new guard. So 3 Titans. And yeah, Squeezer is Armada, which probably be better if you use Cortex at this point, just for the jugs. But hey, you work with what you got to work with. Titan might be going down here, down to 12%, 10%. Yeah, he's feeling the hurt. Bull's moving in, and yeah, that's it for 1 Titan. There's still 2 Titans left. We even have some Marauders coming in for all the good they're going to do. I want to have those guys trek across the sea, you know, get in some damage over here. In terms of anti-nuke, looks like everybody's pretty anti-nuke up, except for Bruticus. Which, yeah, and Evil Pegasus. But I can't see any nukes for now. It was just on my mind. Also on my mind is some turtles wreaking havoc in the backline here for It's Juicy's base. Looks like nothing crazy. Nothing that didn't already happen in the first invasion, basically. But still quite annoying, isn't it? So yeah, maybe some more defenses here, where all these tanks are surfacing would be nice, right? as we do have this amphibious complex over here. And I guess this amphibious complex does count for tier 2. I'm not entirely sure how that works. We have tons of ticks. No swarming squeezers base here. Going to be taking out advanced energy converters, wind turbines, and the like. Although the explosions are getting to them as well. Advanced construction bot going down. And some of them are being reclaimed here, which is pretty funny. Look at the veterancy on these guys. Doesn't even say that he has a kill, but he still has a 2-star veterancy. Oh my gosh. All the construction turrets destroyed. Tons of wind turbines destroyed. Squeezer's base, not having a great time. Nothing game ending. But the slow and steady creep forward for Spoder Friend is never fun. Looks like we do have an amphibious attack though. Yeah, the Marauders coming over for Ali over here. So he's got 8. And it makes sense to come around this side because, you know, entering over here isn't super tenable anymore. Just because I feel like these guys should be expecting it. And yeah, starlights are up here on the beach. Although the commander being right here, I don't know about that placement, man. But more Titans here. We got 4 in total. Some of them taking significant amounts of damage, down to 86% and counting. Big shots coming in there from the Shivas. So it looks like our friend Spoder does have a gantry at this point, which makes sense. And also the Basilicas back here aren't helping anybody in the north, and that's for sure. Yeah, Titan's taking significant damage, but Shiva's not feeling super great either. It looks like we do have the Marauders. Only 4 of them at this point? I thought there were 8. Oh my gosh, well here's the other few. Going to be coming onto land, taking out Spoder's backline economy that he took from Mr. General Walkway. Maybe taking out some mexes there. Maybe even this commander here. Udiga not quite making it there. Yeah, Spoder does go down there. Well, no, he did cloak. Okay, he's not down yet. But these Marauders are wreaking havoc. Is this a comeback that we've been waiting for? We'll just have to see. Spoder also making his way onto the top here with some Shivas and some consoles. Interesting. Yeah, Spoder did make it out. Marauders going to be taking out hardened metal storage. And oh my gosh, these Marauders are just wreaking havoc. We are seeing Mauser's come back for its juicy to try to save Speed J's base. Oh yes, everything going up in flames from just one well-timed amphibious attack. This is actually very well done. For 5 Titans on the field here, there is a joke for Spoder Friend. If this guy explodes in the base, it's over for this topside team. Yeah, Marauders in the back line just absolutely wreaking havoc. Are these the saviors of the game, man? That would be funny for sure. Yeah, that's crazy that they're able to wreak that much havoc. Go Marauders. Yeah, so this southern team has been doing very well, but they keep losing in the back line. They just don't have the air defenses, or they're not aware of, you know, amphibious attacks and things like that that could be harming them there. But the Jug is at 100% health and a few steps away from the enemy base, which is not where you want it to be. Well, if you're the enemy, that is. Yeah, it looks like the Marauder attack has cleared out for the most part, but this guy's still going. Being reclaimed. Takes out generators. So much death and destruction. Yeah, that's really rough for Bushmad there. Titans going down here from Squeezer. Looks like 2 might be going down there. Carganess out for Speed J57. Yeah, 1 Titan going down, another Titan going down, and there are only 2 left. This Juggernaut here still having a grand old time, down to 93%. Yeah, Ali with the very pertinent message there. Yeah, so these guys just have to hold the Juggernaut and they win. But can they do it? Down to 74%, and we're even seeing, oh my gosh, so many turtles coming up for Ali. Like 20, 17, yeah, 17 turtles. The Starlights were not enough to hold them back. I guess I must have underestimated these guys. They take quite a beating. There's not really much left for them to destroy, though. And that's for sure. And Bruticus with some devious strategies over there. Looks like Squeezer's base taking a huge hit there. The Juggernaut is down to 24%, 23%, 22%. Another missile going out there. Advanced fusion reactor about to blow. Our man in green degunning the Juggernaut. No other fusion reactors are going down, so Squeezer's base definitely taking a hit. Looks like our man in green is the only one left intact besides Ali for this northern team. Whereas Bushmad, Spoderfriend are both feeling pretty good. Not great, but they're feeling alright. Turtles still trying to make it on the land, but I think, yeah, they've kind of lost their momentum there. Yeah, what a wild game. Very back and forth. Bruticus going for a comm bomb, it seems. Although, exploding here isn't going to do a ton. Yeah, we'll see what happens there. Looks like anti-aircraft took our man down. He did try very hard, but in the end, all he took out was some palm trees. It was a good effort. It was a good effort. I like to see plays like that. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but hey, all the stupid, crazy plays have been really working out for this North team so far, so it wasn't out of the realm of possibility there. That's for sure. But yeah, it's really just this middle causeway has to be taken out, and it's just about over. But that's no mean feat to take out this kind of stuff. When you have basilicas, basilisks, bulwarks even up here, it's not going to be easy for him, but this North team might be able to do it. Healthy Thors coming in, down to 92%, and yeah, dude, these pulsars do a lot of damage. I think I've been underestimating them, yeah. So Thor's taking quite a bit of damage. Carganests, pulsars, but they're coming in with their thunder turrets, the lightning turrets, and they're gonna be looking to do some damage there. We'll see what they're able to do. I think they should have gone for these pulsars, I think, but looks like they're just trying to move south. Bulwark getting in some shots there. Maybe they're looking for the plasma deflector even. I don't know. One paralysis nuke going out there for the Thor, hitting the Bulwark, but too late. He's already dead, but two more are coming in from the north, straight into pulsar range. And also this brave Pitbull, almost at silver veterancy. He is going to be paralyzed there. Another Thor going down, and another Thor back, or a Titan back here being reclaimed by Spoderfriend, which, yeah, he's been doing great on the reclaim front so far this game. Pulsar did go down. Should have taken out this other one, I think, but yeah. This Thor's taking a lot of damage nonetheless. Looks like he did nuke it, I think, or EMP it. So that's going to be about it for that guy, but some more Thors being produced up here? No, looks like there's just this one over here. And of course the obligatory tier 1 spam for line of sight and the like. More turtles making it on the land, but they're going to get about as far as their predecessors did, which isn't very far. But at least it keeps people's attention over here, so not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, this flagship, the revived Epoch, which I think was the one that was taken out by that Basilica, going to feel comfortable to make it on the land here, or make it in range of land, to start wreaking some havoc. And it should feel pretty comfortable. The pulsars are almost all gone, except for this one. So taking out this guy is nice before it gets off a laser shot. They're very good. Shiva's out for Spoderfriend. Gonna be holding the line. Yeah, good tier 3 unit for sure. Anything sneaky going on? We do have the Epoch here from Bruticus. So this other side of the causeway is now going to be attacked as well. He also has air cover. Yeah, there's a couple fighters. That's not bad at all. I mean, it doesn't compete with all the stuff over here. Oh, these are just seaplane swarmers. Never mind. I take back my word. I don't think there's any enemy fighters. Yeah, flagship. Going to come up against those shields, and yeah, it's just not able to do it. Mercury is having a field day with these tier 1 fighters. Unfortunate. Yeah, flagship still chilling. Going to be attacking everything that's unprotected, which it's kind of hard to see where the shield ends actually on the light colored sand. I think it ends around here. Yeah, construction turrets going down, and they really should be I think targeting these Shivas here. Stuff like the Bulwark, some Mexes. Lots of good targets there. And what's cooking up here? We have two Thors moving in again. as well as 2 revived Shivas. Some Starlights here, taking some good shots at these guys because they're just AFK, which is never what you want to see. But yeah, mass explosion there from the detonation. Is that like a legal case? We have some high winds, I think. Yeah, high wind advanced fighters moving out over there, as well as 4 atomic bombers from our light green guy. Yeah, I wonder where they're going to be dropping their bombs off. I think just this middle. But I think there might just be too much anti-air. So, targeting in the back, like, Bushman has a lot of juicy stuff to get rid of here. As well as, you know, anything back here as well. Yep. Atomic bombers dropping off their bombs onto... I have no idea what that was. I don't think anything important, unfortunately. Anti-air going to be taking out our gentleman there. They were not able to complete their mission. I think their fighter escort left them, actually. There is 1 atomic bomber down here. I mean, that guy could get something done for sure. Like, this flagship's going to be retreating a little bit. But yeah, this one's staying solid for sure. And another epoch coming out for Ali. We're going to be joining the fray. Yeah, if you get enough of them, you will be able to take out these shields. I don't know how many. I haven't done those kind of calculations before, but it's within the realm of possibility. Like I've said that a lot, but yeah, I mean, this is a wild game. Tons of destruction, especially in the back line here. Always fun to see stuff like that. Another epoch being built here for Bruticus as well. And Thor's moving in, not taking quite as much damage since those pulsars were gotten rid of, and Bulwark taking massive damage as well from these flagships. Paralyzed as well. It will be going down. No doubt about it. I think it's just a matter of time. I don't know, for the southern team to lose. We'll see. I kind of thought they were going to be able to pull out, but you never know. SPJ with his gantry there. And yeah, the flagship from Bruticus going to be, yeah, raising Cain back here. Ooh, and also advanced fusion reactors here. Getting those to blow up, that would be sick. We do have this Juggernaut out for Spoder Friend. And it's not something you ever really like to see, is it? I think you tried to EMP it, but yeah. Juggernauts unfortunately they don't get paralyzed. As far as I'm aware, I've never seen a paralyzed Juggernaut. It didn't even take like paralysis damage like on the meter, so I think he'll be just fine. Yeah, Thor's just giving it a wide berth. You know, they don't want to go anywhere near that, which is fine. Understandable. But if they really just need to get these plasma deflectors, man. Oh, look, we have a plasma deflector going down. Another one almost going to be going down there. Yep, there's 1 plasma deflector left. These flagships are going to have just a lot more to shoot at now. This Juggernaut isn't going to be able to make it to base because the other one was not able to make it to base when there were a lot less gunships in the air there. And that looks like it is the GG for the southern team. Wow, so great game. Super well done. Yeah, thank you for the guy that sent it to me. And I will say, it was a comeback for sure. These guys were heavily losing on the land side, but it's never completely over for them because they had both VCs the whole time. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed that. If you want to see units or damage dealt for the Delta stats, yeah, huge spike here is when I think the bombers came out, right? But either way, thanks guys so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy, and yeah, see y'all later. Adios.